There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Great location, history, workforce, innovation. Is that what you think of when you hear the words Wheeling, West Virginia? Well, here's the real legacy of Wheeling. We were the first gateway to the West. We became a hub of the Industrial Revolution. We helped build the steel industry on our river, the coal industry in our hills. We became a haven for business innovation and some of the wealthiest business developers on the planet. Wheeling, West Virginia helped move the country forward. And what about now? There's a new Wheeling, one that's inviting to new and growing companies and creating jobs. It's a whole new approach, an innovative transition from an industrial-centered economy to one that brings together the best in low-overhead economic development, one that's attracting businesses with a global reach, creating new offices out of structures long forgotten, building a new energy sector revolution, and a thriving high-tech hub. A city that has turned a declining riverfront into a vibrant landmark. Building resorts and parks on iconic areas while maintaining historic integrity. Developing empty hillsides, lots, and fields into retail, educational, and healthcare destinations. Reducing tax burdens, and nurturing both small and large businesses. Once again, Wheeling is innovating, transforming, and most of all, inviting the world to live, work, and play in one of the safest cities in the U.S. What is it about this Wheeling metro area that's so inviting? Take a moment and explore. Wheeling does offer a pro-business environment, but also a pleasing blend of history, culture, fine dining, metropolitan features found both here and in our neighboring cities, outdoor recreation, and annual festivals, all guaranteed to provide you with true American hospitality. Wheeling is a riverfront city where the bluegrass meets jazz, blues, rock, and our own symphony. We are the heart of a vibrant metropolitan tri-state area with neighboring Ohio and Pennsylvania, a region of over more than 200,000 people, making us culturally alive and diverse. Located on the I-70 corridor between Pittsburgh and Columbus, Wheeling is home to a safe, comfortable lifestyle with big city amenities not found in most small towns, including Broadway shows and the historic Capitol Theater. That's why so many are saying we offer more accessibility, more centralized location, more cost savings for business, more fun with museums, shopping, nightlife, and a huge music scene. More restaurants, offering everything from our own brand of fish and our own style of pizza to great local eateries and fine gourmet dining. More development and growth. A revitalized riverfront, unique shopping at our center market, and the Highlands. State-of-the-art government buildings, global operations centers, casinos, resorts, more technology, more excellent schools, more excellent healthcare, more sports, like our own pro hockey team, the Wheeling Nailers, and a short ride to the Pittsburgh Steelers, Penguins, and Pirates. And to top it off, Wheeling is more appealing, recognized as one of the most livable small metros in the country. It all adds up to an energetic and welcoming city. Modern, progressive, and moving forward again. So now you know. Go ahead, enjoy the Wheeling Metro. Move yourself or a business here. Find a site and start or grow a company here. Explore our excellent funding sources and tax incentives. Learn about our business resources and live in the comfort, safety, and low-cost environment right here in the center of America. Wheeling, a city that's growing, transforming, innovating, inviting, and a city dedicated to making things happen for you. I'm John Corbett, and Wheeling is the place I call home.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Drake Goddard for Washington, Maryland, Business Management.
Pat Mose, Springfield, Virginia, Business.
Tim Goff from Burton, Ohio, Marketing.
Sam Peduto, Swickley, Pennsylvania, Education.
Christopher Canton, Baltimore, Maryland, Sports Management.
Mark Winters, New Martinsville, West Virginia, Business.
Steve Bridgman, Lancaster, Ohio, Education.
Chase Lawson, Sardinia, Ohio, Engineering.
Charles Barton, Richwood, West Virginia, Business Finance.
Aaron Ditterman, Smithsburg, Maryland, Accounting.
Nick Williams, Sandusky, Ohio, Biology.
Desi Wiseman, Waldorf, Maryland, Engineering.
Mu Young Lim, Mendon, Utah, Marketing.
Justin Fritz, Mentor, Ohio, Finance.
Jordan Fair, Columbus, Ohio, Communication Studies.
Eli Highsmith, Baltimore, Maryland, Business.
Kyle Ritz, Cambridge, Ohio, Engineering.
My name is Eric Seifert. I'm from Reynoldsburg, Ohio. My major is Business Finance.
Matt Stewart, Pittsburgh, Engineering.
TJ Payne, Richmond, Virginia, Pre-Med.
Joe Peduto, Swickley, Pennsylvania, Accounting.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports. There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports. There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Welcome to the McDonough Center for tonight's game between the Urbana Blue Knights and the Wheeling Jesuit Cardinals. First round Mountain East Conference action. Hello everyone, Tom Beck along with John Reesbeck, and Cardinals need to get ready.
Yeah, Cardinals got to come out of here, pick themselves up after an emotional loss on Saturday afternoon and win this game, get themselves down to Charleston in the tournament.
Yeah, seems like we've been doing this for quite a while, Reese. And how many years you seen that? You played West Liberty last game of the year, packed house, electric atmosphere, and all of a sudden Tuesday, it's do or die. You got to win this game if you want to advance to Charleston. We both feel like the Cardinals can make some noise if they get to the tournament. The key is you got to win tonight. And capable opponent here tonight. Urbana took us to the wire the first time way back. I'm not even sure the date, but we did come out on top 109-97. But that was a game that was very close to the end. So a talented squad. The record very deceptive.
Yeah, and as we've talked about, over the past 20 years of watching Jesuit basketball since graduating, seen too many of these games where a higher-ranked team ends up sitting home for the weekend.
Yeah, we've sat here. One that really eats at my craw, and I couldn't tell you the year, but Bluefield State one year.
Yes.
I'll never forget that game. So that being said, Cardinals need to come to play. How about the honors, Reese? Let's talk about first team all-conference with former Eric Seifert, second team Justin Fritz, and how about the freshman of the year?
Patrick Mose, freshman of the year, and I tell you what, be hard-pressed to find a better young basketball player than Patrick Mose. Although Haywood Highsmith being announced as a guy who could challenge that. Now Haywood did not start early on in the season, got moved into the starting rotation, but has been an impactful player for Wheeling Jesuit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Patrick Mose, night in and night out, especially on the offensive side, performed very well for a freshman. And as you said, first team Eric Seifert, second team Justin Fritz, and I think it goes to show the type of players we have. And a great year. I don't want to overlook the quality of the season we've had. 13 to 16 now. Wheeling has been hot. Suffered a tough setback Saturday, as we said, but looking to rebound here tonight and get down to Charleston Friday and make some noise.
Yeah, this is first round Mountain East Conference. There's 4 games going on tonight. The 4 winners will advance to Thursday quarterfinal action. So the Urbana University Blue Knights, coached by Rob Summers, the big fella, former West Virginia Cager. He's looking rather casual here tonight.
He got almost more coaches than they do players here with him tonight.
You'd be hard-pressed to pick the head coach out of that bench there. They're all dressed as casual as you can be. So Urbana here in the early going.
Mark, quick offensive rebound. And there he is, Haywood Highsmith with the block inside.
Yeah, we can't say enough about these 2 young freshmen. And Mose right there, and we're going to have a player
offensive
control
foul.
I tell you, you hate to see the foul, Reese, but you love the aggressiveness.
Yeah, you love the attack, and that's what Patrick Mose has made a living doing this year, is really attacking the basket with his size and that quick first step. He has made a living of getting to the bucket and getting to the free throw line.
So we're in the early going here. Mountain East Conference first round action. Of course, the women were given a bye. They will advance to quarterfinal action on Thursday evening.
Thursday night, 8:15. They play down in Charleston, so.
Blue Knights going to have a close-in look, and that time Busby came up short.
Yeah, again, Highsmith comes out with the rebound.
Fritz with a nice look inside. See if we'll bring him back out. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Right now, Urbana playing some good solid D. Shot clock ticking down. Ritz back out, nice look. Mose, 3 ball.
Yeah, top of the key. Great to see him stepping up.
Busby loses the handle.
Highsmith threads the needle.
Yeah. Wasn't quite sure how that pass was going to get through there, but it did. Nice look inside, and Kyle Ritz gets easy basket.
And obviously for Wheeling, doing what they need to do, coming out, hoping to take care of business here, establish the lead early, and hopefully keep this game from ever being in doubt.
Yeah, Jesuit doing a great job early on getting the ball inside. And there's a 3-ball, Mike Newton. Yeah, Urbana with only 7 players dressed tonight, so certainly hope that comes into play.
Excuse me.
Ritz with a foul line turnaround.
Ritz with his second bucket here tonight.
This is a quality team in Urbana. They took West Liberty to overtime in the early going. Ritz with a nice hustle play.
And Kyle Ritz coming out really active here. Going to draw the foul as he attacks the bucket on the breakaway.
Yeah, and you got to like this youngster in the early going here. Kyle Ritz certainly brought his game tonight.
Yeah, he sure did. Had a good second half against West Liberty and has extended that here tonight.
That's his first, team first, at the line. Ritz, he will shoot 2.
And I was about to say, with just 7 players, we wonder if the way a Jesuit attacks the bucket, fouls could be an issue for Urbana.
So Ritz gets 1 of 2. Cardinals on an early 5-point advantage. She ran with the ball in the low post area, back out top to Newton.
You know, the funny thing is, with students being away at spring break and kind of the quiet atmosphere on campus, it almost feels like a mid-season game, a Christmas game.
Yeah, more like a scrimmage, actually. Jackson picks up the hoop. Fritz with a nice look underneath and going to be out of bounds to the Cardinals.
Yeah, Kyle Ritz working hard, keeps it alive.
So we're in here. Going to have our first substitution. Doug Hilson will check into the Blue Knight lineup. Seifert from the corner.
Puts it down.
We're going to put that on the priority list for next year. Reese fix that net.
I told you, bring your pocket knife.
Newton with a runner in the lane, and Mose goes up high to secure the rebound. Three ball, Eric Seifert.
So Seifert coming out hot.
A 2-time All-Mountain East Conference performer. And Urbana wide with the 3 ball.
Off the mark, and here comes Jose ahead and off the mark.
So 9-point Cardinal advantage. We've played a little over 4 minutes. Busby had a huge game on Saturday against Notre Dame. Nice block by.
Well, Cal Ritz really active here early on, and here's Seifert setting up in the corner.
Oh, I was going to say Ritz was wide open.
The travel.
Tell you, he was open on that first pass, wide open.
Yeah. Skip past the Seifert, had a nice inbound look to Ritz, but got bumped and traveled.
So the Blue Knights of Urbana made a nice trip down I-70 from beyond the Columbus area.
Yeah, they had a wet ride down and they're going to have a wet ride back.
Yes, they are.
Nice little inside play.
Yeah, Hilson does a nice job securing that put back.
Pro in something other than sports. There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
We're in the early going here at the McDonough Center. We've played about 6 minutes. Cardinals off to a good start. Lead by 6 points. As we mentioned, a couple of the Cardinals picked up all conference honors. Seifert on the first team. Justin Fritz right there on cue. Second team All-MEC performer.
Yeah, I tell you what, you talk about coming out hot. Wheeling right now shooting 85% from the field, 87%, let me correct that, and 100% from the three-point line.
So it's exactly the start they needed just to maintain, because as we know, Urbana is certainly capable of putting numbers on the board. Nice block by Highsmith. And nice job for Hilson staying with the play.
Yeah, for Wheeling, as you said, you want to come out here, you want to set the tone early, kind of get your mojo back, right? You're coming off of that emotional high, you want to get your mojo back and get yourself ready to go to Charleston Friday.
We mentioned Urbana, they're capable of scoring around the 100-point mark, so as we said on Saturday, you just need to continue to score the basketball.
Swing pass, Fritz.
Fritz kicks it back out nice inside out, and Seifert nails it.
Jesuit now 5 of 5 behind the arc, including 3 for 3 for Eric Seifert.
Well, that's exactly the start you wanted, Reese. Now you just need to amp it up on the defensive end.
Well, I tell you what, 22-12 here, 12 and a half on the running clock, and Coach Sancombe has to be happy right now with what he's seeing out of this team coming back here today in this game.
That's a nice take there, 22, Carlos Jackson. You always wonder how a team's going to respond, Reese, and you know, they could have hung their heads. That West Liberty was a real tough loss.
Yeah, it sure was. And you know, and my concern all day, I've been thinking about it all day. My fear is you come out here, you don't have any seniors that are playing a substantial amount of minutes for the team. So where was that, you know, are Seifert and Fritz going to step up and provide that leadership? And certainly they're showing so far that they will. But you want that finality, right? You want guys thinking about the fact that when one and done.
Yep.
And now for a lot of these guys, for all these guys on the floor right now, they will be back next year barring any catastrophic type injuries.
And we got a foul.
Yeah, great cut, great pass by Fritz, and Seifert will step to the line for a pair.
Coach Sancombe sent 3 reserves up to the scorers table. Goff, Lawson, and Goddard all waiting to check in.
You know, as much as you'd rather not play tonight, right? You want to know your ticket's punched to Charleston. Actually, you're in that mode of playing every couple days. It's kind of nice to get a game out, and if you can come out here and really put the team away, then it becomes a nice momentum builder for you.
Yeah, you hope it's more of a good workout than a challenge.
Right, you want to come out, you want to be able to execute and do some things and continue to build that confidence and get yourself ready and stay in that flow and not build that rust up, because as much as you try to simulate game condition in practice, hard to do at this time of year.
Yeah. Always a concern, especially those teams that do sit nearly a week.
Yeah, for a lot of teams that won't have played since Saturday, 6 days in between their games, their tip-offs. Well, let's hope that's the case with Concord on Friday if we end up there.
So Matt Shuren. At the line, number 33, serve to shoot 2. So the Blue Knights going to extend their defense just a little bit here. Still a zone, but much more active.
Oh, attacks there, and Goddard going to be fouled in the corner.
And that's 3 fouls on Hilson here.
And he's going to have to go to the bench here. 11:41 left in the first.
Hilson, his third, team fifth. Yeah, Hilson came off the bench, so that's a quick 3 fouls.
Yeah. Whew. That's coming in and attacking, huh?
Fritz does a nice job of getting right in the middle of that Blue Knight zone. Phillips penetrates down the lane.
Fritz leads out the break. Guarded.
Yeah, just sloppy pass.
Chase Lawson steals it right back.
Great job taking that ball away.
He's got to give that up to the big guy there. Kyle Rith running next to him.
Let him throw it down, huh? So Lawson with a hustle steal. Hey, that's what Chase brings, a lot of energy off that bench.
Yeah, we've seen him more and more, becoming more and more active on the defensive end, and certainly we know what a scorer he can be, what a shooter from behind the three-point line. How's this for offensive efficiency right now? Wheeling Jesuit 10 of 11 from the field, 5 of 5 from the three-point line.
Not too shabby. So the Blue Knights, Urbana University. Hey, though, the Cardinals need to make some hay here, Reese. Urbana.
Still kind of hanging around. I mean, 12-point game, but hanging around, right, for a team that can shoot pretty well. A team that can put up some quick numbers.
Goddard going to attack.
He traveled.
Yep.
Yeah, his foot got caught there awkwardly. Stumbled.
So we'll head to our second media break. Cardinals by 12.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports. There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
You know, like we talk about officials, but one gentleman, the elder gentleman on the floor, Al Batista, working his last Mountain East Conference game. He's refereed for 28 years, so I'm sure he caught a couple of fouls on you.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Foul number 1, Goddard. I tell you, Reese, you know, when you drive from Washington, D.C. to do your games, you got to love the game of basketball.
You're dedicated then, huh?
Absolutely. Three ball from outside, and that's Mike Newton. We talked about it, Jesuit going real well, but Urbana hanging in there. Skip past Lawson open.
Oh,
he
got every piece of the iron he could find right there.
Kind little bounce.
And I guess when you're 6 for 6 for the night from behind the three-point line, you're going to get those kind of bounces.
Needs to go down. Tell you, a nice drive by Jackson.
Jackson, 22. Here's Fritz, open look, knocks it down.
7 for 7.
turnover. Drake Goddard comes away with the steal. Here's Lawson, sets up. He's going to be the guy that misses the first one. Matt Stewart going to be destroyed underneath. He'll go to the line. Well, somebody had to miss the first one.
Yeah, you knew you couldn't make them all, but that
sure fun to try.
That one was dead on. Foul is on number 22, Jackson. His first, team 6. At the line to shoot 2, number 34. Stewart. So 15-point Cardinal advantage. 8:22 as the clock starts to roll. That's when they have really noticed Mosaic. He's drawing the other team's guard a lot.
You know, at his size, it's hard to believe, but his quickness is so good that he can keep up.
Foul is on number 34, Stewart. His first, team 5th. So Matt Stewart picks up the first 15 foul on the Cardinals. Surin will shoot one more. Matt Surin at the line. Nice look inside. Super assist by Justin Fritz. 2 for 12. Chase Watson. Makes the game a lot easier, Reese, when you pass the basketball like that.
Makes it look easy.
Surin knocks down the deep 3. Tell you the one thing I do remember about Urbana, you need to guard all of them all over the floor.
Yeah, and as we said, they're not going away. I mean, a 12-point game here matches Wheeling's biggest lead, and there's a quick turnover.
Oh, how about a little
the run up to the to get ready.
Foul number 34, Stewart, his second. Team 6 at the line, number 13, Busby. So Busby at the line for a pair. Busby will shoot one more. So Urbana was defeated on Saturday in overtime against Notre Dame College, and Busby had a huge game, 31 points.
I'm hoping he used that all up on Saturday.
So still plenty of time. First half action, 7 minutes, 20 seconds. Lawson, beautiful take for the basket.
Offensively, all things clicking right now.
And we're going to have a treble on the baseline. Fritz, the bump.
Oh, almost got it to go anyways.
Foul whistled on Phillips. Foul on 0, Phillips. Phillips first, team 7. So it will be a 1-1 indicated by the referee. Fritz will shoot one more. So Fritz already in double figures, off to a great start here tonight. 12 points for Justin.
We want to see him stay hot, right?
Absolutely.
So he had a great start on Saturday, and we want to see him continue that, carry that through this weekend.
Highsmith going to take it all the way.
Highsmith.
And, 2 for number 24, Haywood.
Says, hey, I can put it on the deck.
We've seen this same, back in the day, Obi Yakoma, that we always called him the point forward. And these two guys, Mose and Highsmith, both showing some of those tendencies. Mose, nice job running down the loose ball.
Oh, a nice defensive play. Jose seemed to have a clear path to the bucket there.
Reese, he literally got the ball 1 foot from the out-of-bounds line down here and went well over 94 feet because he was at an angle.
I was going to say 93.5 feet, right? He got stopped at.
Yeah.
Other scores around the league right now, West Virginia Wesleyan. Oh, I just lost it there. Look at that. They were on top of Shepherd 21-13. The stats disappeared on me.
So 17-point Cardinal advantage. Still plenty of time, first half action, and we're going to have a whistle. So 17 foul on the Cardinals. So Mike Newton will step to the charity stripe. So Mose picks up his second.
At the line to shoot 2, number 12, Newton.
Greg Goddard will check in, replacing Mose. So
Wheeling enjoying a 15-point lead here. Oh. Snap pass from Fritz to Seifert, just
right
high.
Idea, just tough to handle.
Tell you, and you love seeing these two guys take ownership of this team and leadership of this team right now. Fritz with 12 points, Seifert with 11, and really just coming out here and setting the tone for this game.
Nice hands deflection by Seifert.
Some nifty dribbling.
Highsmith gets the contact and
doesn't finish, but gets it right back and stays with it. And if you're Coach Sancombe, this is what you wanted to see out of your team in the first 15 minutes of play.
Yeah, a lot of great team effort here going on the early going in.
There's another simple turnover.
Lawson, nice job of taking it to the hoop and
staying with it. Oh, and there he gets a hammer. Going to be called for the slap from behind. So give Chase credit. Active.
So we'll head to our final media break. Cardinals will lead by 17.
Open it up.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports. There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
The Cardinals have put 47 points on the board. We still have nearly 5 minutes remaining in first half action.
Yeah, well, when you're shooting 16 of 20, 80% from the floor, and 7 of 8 from the three-point line, that's going to happen.
You would expect it. So Isaiah Phillips, the freshman for the Blue Knights, going to be at the line.
Bucket inside for
Surin, nice job of attacking the glass.
back to Fritz. He'll take the baseline. Nice little drop
nice
pass.
Dump off and going to have the hoop in a little bit of harm.
Boy, what a nice little drop pass.
Basket 2 for Highsmith. Highsmith will go to line to shoot 1. Follow number 12, Newton. Newton's first.
So we got to like about this, Reese. Everybody's shooting the ball real well, but total team effort in terms of passing the ball and getting it done on the defensive end.
Yeah, 10 assists already for Wheeling Jesuit on 50 points here, 49 points.
So Kyle Ritz will check back in, replacing Highsmith. 18-point Cardinal advantage. Tell you, you guys be impressed with Urbana, though. Some of those guys really attacked the basket. Jackson, that was just a great take there.
And no quitting these guys. Remember, for a lot of guys from Urbana last game as well.
Seifert, another 3 ball.
Oh, off the mark.
Two for number 33, Surrey.
Lawson open, just long off the mark. All of a sudden, Wheeling going a little cold.
Urbana takes an ill-advised 3. Going to be out of bounds.
Dre Goddard couldn't lift his arms, had somebody hanging on him. Here's Lawson open, cornered, long.
Rebound pulled down by Hilson.
Now, I like seeing those shots a little bit long, though. That means the legs are fresh. Again, Lawson tips it away. Literally attacking the guy.
And going to be timeout for the Blue Knights.
Timeout.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Back at the McDonough Center, Tom Beck along with John Reesbeck. 2:46 remaining first half action. Urbana Blue Knights in town for opening round MEC tournament action.
There's Lawson, great hustle play. Tip back to Urbana, open 3.
Cardinals looking for transition all night long.
Fritz,
nice.
What a great dump, and Dre Goddard going to go to the line.
Tell you, Fritz, just a great first half. Besides scoring the basketball, has done a great job of distributing it.
Yeah, he sure has, I tell you what. Always looking for the teammates, always looking for the better shot.
At the line, number 1, Goddard. Goddard will shoot 1 more.
Oh, jeez. Drake forced that issue just a little bit too much.
Wasn't expecting him to pull up the dribble right there.
Foul number 1, Goddard. His second.
Desi Wiseman going to check in. Surin gets the first. Surin in double figures.
Surin off the mark, and Eric Seifert comes away with the rebound.
Lawson going to be fouled going to the hoop.
Chase Lawson really active on the offensive end here this afternoon. Yeah, that's great. We love seeing that. Chase a guy who can really shoot the ball and get to the bucket here.
Foul number 24, Hilson.
So that foul was on Hilson. That's his 4th.
Just back in the game, just pick up number 4.
Yeah, and so far the Blue Knights have only played 6 players.
And one of them has 4 fouls.
Yeah.
Well, Carlos Jackson back into the game. He's got 3.
So Lawson gets the second.
We're wheeling their first point in a couple minutes here.
Nice little shot. Trip down the lane by Miles Busby. Cardinals looking to attack.
Here's Lawson for 3. Gets it.
3 ball.
Gets knocked into the first row, no call.
Once again, a 15-point Cardinal advantage. We're down in the final minute 30. First half action here at the McDonough Center.
Look at Chase Lawson, I tell you what.
Yeah, he's been extremely active all half.
He came to play tonight.
Busby, a little climb on the back here, no call.
No call there.
Seifert and
Urbana Jackson inside working hard.
Yeah,
and not what we want to see here. Seifert, I don't know if he came down on somebody. Ankle?
Yeah.
Seems to be walking it off just fine.
Yeah, let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, that's not what we need.
Absolutely not.
He's going to lace it up a little tighter. Mom and Dad down there holding their breath.
A little stop in action while we do some house cleaning duties here. So 1:08 till halftime intermission. Cardinals 54-41. Well, it's been a hot shooting 3-point night for the Cardinals.
1-3-1 looking to extend the defensive pressure here for Urbana. Nice. Snap pass inside.
Oh, and unfortunately going to be called for the travel.
Well, what a nice look inside. Halftime, West Virginia Wesleyan leads Shepherd 27-21.
So we're under a minute, 13-point Cardinal advantage. In a game the Cardinals have led throughout. Surin with a nice baseline jumper, and now he has 14 to lead the Blue Knights.
A quick timeout by Coach Sanko.
So with 33 seconds, we'll keep it right here, Reese, and Urbana just hanging around.
Yeah, Urbana just not going away. This lead had pushed to as much as 17, now stands at 11, 32 seconds to go. Wheeling will get the last shot of the half. And Wheeling cooled off here in the last 5 minutes.
As we mentioned, Urbana has a lot of different guys that can put the ball in the basket, and tough team to defend, but Cardinals need to play for 40 minutes here tonight.
Yeah, Wheeling right now, Fritz still with 12, Seaford 11, Jace Lawson a nice boost off the bench with 13 points here in the first half for Wheeling.
So we're headed to the final 32 seconds. I think they can turn that shot clock off, Reese. It's 1 second higher than the game clock.
Yeah, we'll let it run. Cause some confusion down there. So Wheeling content to let this clock run down here now. 20 seconds on the clock. Now at 10, Seaford going to initiate the offense.
Smith
took an extra step trying to attack the bucket. So just 0.7 seconds left on the clock. Just time for a catch and heave here, if you will.
Or a catch. So we'll go to halftime intermission. Jesuit Cardinals 54, Urbana 43, and pretty hot shooting first half for the Cardinals, Reese.
Yeah, we only came out early and really lit the scoreboard up and take this 11-point lead to half. Looks pretty good so far. Watch the foul situation for Urbana in the second half. They got a guy with 4 and a guy with 3 with just 7 players in uniform. Could be an issue down the stretch.
So that being said, folks, we all know it's a 40-minute game as evidenced by Saturday afternoon. So we'll be back in about 12 minutes with a recap of first half action. You're watching Wheeling Jesuit University basketball on the Cardinal Cast.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Great location, history, workforce, innovation. Is that what you think of when you hear the words Wheeling, West Virginia? Well, here's the real legacy of Wheeling. We were the first gateway to the West. We became a hub of the Industrial Revolution. We helped build the steel industry on our river, the coal industry in our hills. We became a haven for business innovation and some of the wealthiest business developers on the planet. Wheeling, West Virginia helped move the country forward. And what about now? There's a new Wheeling, one that's inviting to new and growing companies and creating jobs. It's a whole new approach, an innovative transition from an industrial-centered economy to one that brings together the best in low-overhead economic development, one that's attracting businesses with a global reach, creating new offices out of structures long forgotten, building a new energy sector revolution, and a thriving high-tech hub. A city that has turned a declining riverfront into a vibrant landmark. Building resorts and parks on iconic areas while maintaining historic integrity. Developing empty hillsides, lots, and fields into retail, educational, and healthcare destinations. Reducing tax burdens, and nurturing both small and large businesses. Once again, Wheeling is innovating, transforming, and most of all, inviting the world to live, work, and play in one of the safest cities in the U.S. What is it about this Wheeling metro area that's so inviting? Take a moment and explore. Wheeling does offer a pro-business environment, but also a pleasing blend of history, culture, fine dining, metropolitan features found both here and in our neighboring cities. outdoor recreation, and annual festivals, all guaranteed to provide you with true American hospitality. Wheeling is a riverfront city where the bluegrass meets jazz, blues, rock, and our own symphony. We are the heart of a vibrant metropolitan tri-state area with neighboring Ohio and Pennsylvania, a region of over more than 200,000 people, making us culturally alive and diverse. Located on the I-70 corridor between Pittsburgh and Columbus, Wheeling is home to a safe, comfortable lifestyle with big city amenities not found in most small towns, including Broadway shows and the historic Capitol Theater. That's why so many are saying we offer more. More accessibility, more centralized location, more cost savings for business, more fun with museums, shopping, nightlife, and a huge music scene. More restaurants, offering everything from our own brand of fish and our own style of pizza to great local eateries and fine gourmet dining. More development and growth, a revitalized riverfront, unique shopping at our center market and the Highlands, state-of-the-art government buildings, global operations centers, casinos, resorts, more technology, more excellent schools, more excellent healthcare, more sports, like our own pro hockey team, the Wheeling Nailers, and a short ride to the Pittsburgh Steelers, Penguins, and Pirates. And to top it off, Wheeling is more appealing, recognized as one of the most livable small metros in the country. It all adds up to an energetic and welcoming city. Modern, progressive, and moving forward again. So now you know. Go ahead, enjoy the Wheeling Metro. Move yourself or a business here. Find a site and start or grow a company here. Explore our excellent funding sources and tax incentives. Learn about our business resources and live in the comfort, safety, and low-cost environment right here in the center of America. Wheeling, a city that's growing, transforming, innovating, inviting, and a city dedicated to making things happen for you. I'm John Corbett, and Wheeling is the place I call home.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
halftime at Wheeling Jesuit. Cardinals on top 54-43. The red-hot shooting Cardinals.
Yeah, Wheeling Jesuit shooting 69% from the field, 18 of 26, 8 of 12 from the three-point line. Really carried them in this first half. Urbana not doing so bad themselves, 51%, 15 of 29 from the field, 44% from the three-point line. So hanging right in there. As you said, just an 11-point lead. This lead has grown as big as 17 at one point. So Wheeling going to need to come out here in the second half and continue to put on the pressure.
Chase Lawson gave him a huge boost off the bench. 5 of 9, 13 points in only 12 minutes of play.
Yeah, not to mention the defensive presence that Chase Lawson that he brought really created some havoc out there for Wheeling Jesuit, led to some nice easy buckets. So Chase giving him a nice lift. As we talked about earlier, great to see Seifert and Fritz coming out here and leading the way for Wheeling Jesuit, 12 and 11 points respectively. And want to make sure we keep this thing on the right path.
Yeah, just need to play 40 minutes of basketball, and we said Urbana. What a deceptive team. I mean, 6 and 22, 3 and 19 in the conference. Those are anemic numbers, but a team that certainly showed they can score the basketball, and they're not going to go away. So Cardinals need to play a full 40 minutes, get it done, and hopefully head down to Charleston for the quarterfinals.
That's right. Take care of business and move on, right?
Absolutely.
We're coming back out. As we've talked about, one of the things we'll keep an eye on, foul trouble here for Urbana, playing just 6 guys right now. And 2 guys, one with 4 fouls, one with 3 fouls. Certainly an issue.
Of course, they do have one other sub, Rebick, who played a lot in the past. He is a senior veteran, but
you know, watching him warm up, though, he seemed to be limping a little bit. Didn't seem to be moving real well, so I'm not sure if there's something wrong.
Yeah, my guess there's some issue because he was one of their veteran players. So Cardinals with the basketball here in the early going. Mose finds a way to the basket, and
Mose guy who had to go to the bench for Wheeling with some foul trouble, and comes out here hot.
Nice body movement there. So the Urbana Blue Knights, who have also shot lights out here. Nice defensive presence there by Highsmith.
Jose showing a quickness. Going to get called for the quick foul here. That's going to give him 3. Tough matchup, as you alluded to earlier, for Patrick Mose. This little jitterbug guard, Mike Newton.
Yeah, Mike Newton is real quick. Wasn't sure what Pat did wrong on that possession, though. Phillips with the basketball.
Hayward Highsmith altered the shot, didn't get a piece of it, but certainly affected it, and comes away with the rebound.
Fritz in the lane.
Which can't leave him alone now.
Number 22, Justin.
So good to see Fritz come out here and get on the board early here, early part of the second half.
Newton down the lane with a wild runner, and we're going to have a jump ball call. Possession goes to the Blue Knights. Hilson going to check back in with his 4 fouls.
Comes Mose on the run where he is most dangerous.
Oh, yeah, nice pass. And
really ball out of bounds. Looking around the league right now, Wesleyan on top 34-32 on Shepherd. West Virginia State leads Notre Dame College 37-35, and Glenville up 18-9 on Virginia Wise.
Jackson will run down the loose ball.
That's been the hot hand right there.
17 now for Matt Surin. He didn't hesitate on that 3.
No, he did.
So once again, it's 12 points. Fritz.
Open look, Fritz drills it. Fritz now 3 for 3 from behind the arc.
Yeah, 17 points, and he's yet to miss. tell you, Cern's feeling it. You can tell.
Yeah, he's looking to shoot everything, isn't he?
Busby down the lane, and Ritz with a nice rebound.
Yeah, nice defense. Holds his position for Ritz, and here comes Mose on the run out. Loses it, gets it back, loses it again.
Newton with a nice strip there.
Here's Cern. Highsmith gets a piece of it.
It'll go to Cardinals this time. So early second half action from the McDonough Center. Mountain East Conference first round action. Cardinals 15, but it's not comfortable just yet.
It won't be comfortable until the clock reads 0-0-0. Our third held ball of the half.
Yeah, we're trying to set a record here. Urbana seems to be content to take their time on this possession.
Yeah, a little bit of patience here, huh?
Jackson.
Cern spots up, knocks it down.
Yeah, don't think you can leave that guy open.
Cern having a career night here tonight.
Doubled up his average already. Comes in at 10 a game, and he has 20. Ritz, 3 ball.
Wow, Ritz going to get in the action.
Busby going to attack.
And spins out of control here, and Ritz comes away with it ahead to Seifert. He will attack.
Seifert with a nice lay-in.
Number 31, Eric.
Just like that, a 17-point lead, and Urbana going to get a timeout, slow it down.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports. There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Back at the McDonough Center, Tom Bechtel along with John Reesbeck. Cardinals with an impressive showing so far, but need to maintain it for 16 more minutes.
Yeah, Urbana not going to go away, proving that they came here to play tonight. And Cern, 20 quick points, 6 of 8, 3 of 4 from behind the three-point line. Having a great night here for Urbana. Yeah, Ritz going to get caught with the body.
Kyle Ritz tried to beat him to the baseline.
Yeah, I was going to say just a step slow, didn't get squared up. Well, they took a point off the board at the Shepherd game. I was telling you they hit a 3. They must have took one off the board. Now 38-38.
Tues, that's the big-time 3.
That's just catching and shooting. That's just knowing you are on your game tonight.
Yeah, no doubt that was
Correction on the last foul was number 25.
Well, what a great look by Mose inside. Seifert with the finish.
That last foul, number 25, Ritz. His first.
So a 16-point game here, 15 minutes left in it.
Ritz comes out with a steal. Mose with a wide open three, and
knocks it down.
Cardinals getting it. Oh, it's only a two.
Oh, I had a foot on the line. Had to be a travel. Ooh, wow. Fritz going to get called with the foul. Going to be his second quick foul here. I'll tell you what, Wheeling Jesuit shooting 73% from the field.
So we'll have a timeout on the floor. It's our media break. So 16-point Cardinal advantage.
Seifert bringing it up the floor here. Urbana now in this zone. They played a little bit in the first half. Kind of threw Wheeling off their game. Wheeling with that motion offense had real good productivity here. Snap pass inside.
Gonna be out of bounds to the Cardinals.
Cardinals possession.
17 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Mose in the lane, little strong.
Gets
nice
it right back.
Play.
Oh.
We had one over the back there. Foul whistled on Surin, his second. Fritz in the lane. Needs to get out there and gonna have a 3-second violation.
Well, we don't see that one all the time, do we?
Rare call in a collegiate game. So Urbana, Jackson going to attack the basket. And
a wild shot, Mose comes away with it.
Seifert going to attack the zone. Fritz.
Well, Highsmith climbs the ladder.
Nice hustle by Haywood. So Pat Mose looks for the second one. Just one of these games where you need to play even for about the next 6-7 minutes and put this one on the plus side of the ledger.
And get it out of here, right? Hold on to that 17-point lead. Want to continue to look to extend that and play here.
Surin forces the action and nice defensive effort by Highsmith.
Oh, skip pass.
Yeah. So that's just unfortunate because Justin was open down in the corner and the contact that occurred really
away from the ball.
Away from the ball, yeah. Tough foul. So Ritz is going to pick up his third. Matt Stewart will quickly check in.
Team fifth. Team fourth.
So Urbana trailing by 17. We've just passed the 13-minute mark of half number 2.
Chase Lawson back in the game, had a strong first half.
Yeah, Lawson had 13 points in only 12 minutes of play.
Fritz, nice box out, comes away with the rebound, leads the break.
Fritz going to take it all the way, and Stewart with a nice job pounding the glass. Back out front, 3-ball, Seifert.
Just off the front of the iron. But yeah, credit Matt Stewart for giving him an extra opportunity there, really attacked.
Nice penetration by Mike Newton.
Yeah, boy, just so quick down the floor. before Wheeling get turned around and set up on the defensive side. Again, the zone defense here has slowed Wheeling down a little bit, much like it did in the first half. Lawson inside to Stewart.
Inside Stewart.
Boy, nice up and under by Matt Stewart. Took his time, gets the bucket.
So once again, it's 17. Newton throws it away. Zigged when he should have zagged, Reese.
Yeah, just an unforced error. Threw it where he was, not where he was going.
Exactly.
Jose puts it on the deck, attacks.
And we're going to have a foul.
Get a block call. Sharan now with his third.
Yeah, so all of a sudden fouls becoming an issue throughout the Blue Knight lineup.
Foul on number 33, showing his third. Team fourth at the line. To shoot two, Jose.
Drake Goddard going to check in and replace Seifert. So it's a 19-point Cardinal advantage. 11-11 on the rolling clock. I was going to say, about time he missed one, Reese.
Yeah, I mean, he's just been catch, turn, shoot.
Yeah.
And finally misses one. A nice backdoor cut.
Stored in tight. We're going to have a blocking foul on Saran.
Yeah, Saran really just kind of got caught, you know, in the path, and he's going to pick up his fourth foul.
Yeah, wasn't much he could do.
Foul on number 33, Sherwin. His fourth, team fifth.
So 3 Blue Knights with 4 fouls. Cardinals need to continue just to pound it inside.
3 of the 6 guys who are playing have 4 fouls. Busby has 3.
And Jackson with 4 fouls will replace Saran with 4 fouls.
Looking around the league, West Virginia State 2-point lead, 46-44 on Notre Dame at the half. Shepherd and Wesleyan 49-48. 4.5 minutes left in that game, so good one there.
Sounds like tournament time to me, Reese.
Sure does.
Jackson forces the action. We're going to have a foul.
And Glenville on top of an undermanned Virginia Wise team 46-20 at the half. So Glenville cruising there.
You'd expect Glenville's going to have the one easy game in first round action.
Foul number 34.
Yeah, Glenville, a team who started the season as red hot as anybody. If I remember, tied for first with West Liberty for a long time in the conference and hit a bit of a slide, but getting their game back in shape here.
Tell you, Friday's action is going to be outstanding. You got 8 quality teams headed to Charleston.
Jose takes a shot. He's hurt.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Tom Bechtel along with John Riesbeck, first round tournament action. Mountain East Conference and Cardinals, 80 points on the board, Reese, still 10 minutes to play.
Yeah, Wheeling Jesuit shooting the ball still at such a high rate, 65%, 64 from behind the three-point line. So I'd say well on their way to 100 here.
I would hope. There's only one stat line that matters, Reese. That's the big W, and Cardinals just need to keep playing and take care of business. We mentioned Blue Knights kind of forced to play a zone now. Yeah, that's really a rarity. I don't think I've ever seen on the collegiate level, Reese.
No.
It's high school once or twice. I unfortunately witnessed it. So 25-point Cardinal advantage. Little push off there by Phillips.
Busby attacks, gets the bucket. Stewart going to be called for the foul.
That's one of those tough ones there, Reese. Stewart felt he was set, but the contact did not occur chest to chest. And,
right, nice job by by the offense, just kind of sliding to the side, getting the call.
Yeah, anytime that contact doesn't occur chest on chest, you're going to take a defensive foul. Goddard inside. He'll power it up with the left hand and gets it to go.
Yeah, Wheeling knowing that they cannot be challenged inside for the risk of fouling out.
Yeah, you got to keep taking. Jesuit just needs to take care of the ball, eat some shot clock, and take it for the hoop.
If you're Urbana, I think I'd put all 5 guys in the paint and force them to shoot outside. Of course, we're shooting 65% from behind the arc.
Pull up by Newton.
2 for number 12. That's Newton.
Mose in the lane, nice little move. And
how quick was that spin?
Beautiful move by the freshman of the year in the Mountain East Conference, Pat Mose. Mose now in double figures with 11.
Oh, delayed call. Mose now picks up his 4th.
Yeah.
Foul number 2, Mose.
Mose, 13 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Those stats alone show you clearly why he's one of the top players in the league, top freshman in the league.
And it looks like they're finally going to bring in their 7th sub there, Reese. Rebick waiting at the line.
Big fella. Tell him to go down on the defensive side, plant himself in the middle, huh?
And as you mentioned, Reese, yeah, he can't even run on the floor.
Yeah, clearly hobbled. So just bury him down here and tell him to use his 5 fouls.
Yep. Lawson, deep 3, too strong. Newton with the pull-up.
As you have said, Urbana not afraid to put points on the board.
No, they can score the basketball, no doubt about that. Fritz, no stranger to putting points on the board.
So can that guy as Fritz gets his 20th point of the night.
This guy's put a few numbers up, 26 now for Matt Surin.
5 of 7 from behind the arc.
And he came in averaging only 10 points a game, so some huge numbers here this evening. Goddard, Timmy Goff with easy basket. assist. Great Goddard.
Very little Urbana can do inside. Can't really challenge you at this point for fear of fouling out. Tick down to 6.5 minutes on the clock. Oh. Sir. Sir, and playing for playing time next year, huh?
Yeah, he's definitely feeling it. Only a freshman too, Reese.
Is that right?
Nice looking player.
Yeah, good size. We see him there putting the ball on the deck, clearly shooting a three well. Urbana surrounds him with some players. They could have a nice season next year.
Yeah, totally underclass squad that we've seen here tonight for Urbana, except for Rivik, who obviously just checked in and having some injury difficulties.
It must be an ankle, seeing him lacing up the shoe over there as he sits back down.
Nice ball movement by the Cardinals. Still no sense of urgency, plenty of time. Got her with a spin move and.
Wow. It's traveling in middle school, maybe.
So we're headed towards the 6-minute mark. 19-point Cardinal advantage. Looking to advance to Friday afternoon quarterfinals at the Charleston Civic Center Coliseum.
Concord waiting, the Mountain Lions. If I'm Concord, I'm sitting back. I don't know that I'm excited the Wheeling Jesuits coming down to see me.
Yeah, of course, Concord, the number 3 seed, so obviously a quality opponent, and we split with them this year, right, Reese?
Yeah, we lost at home, won on their floor. Lost to them early here, but boy, during the midst of that 8-game win streak, Wheeling Jesuit went down to Concord and played a great game down there. If I remember correctly, which, my mind's a little slow.
You and me both. That's why I left it up to you.
I better verify that.
$84-80 sticks in my mind at Concord. So Phillips gets a second. Still a 17-point Cardinal advantage. Really a case where you need to play smart basketball here. No need to hurry.
Right, continue to use clock. Continue to attack under the bucket knowing they can't stop you. And Goddard going to be called for travel again.
I like the aggressive attacking the basket. Just unfortunate to turnover. So 5:23 as we roll towards the conclusion of this one. Stewart, nice rebound. Cardinals looking transition. Timmy Goff going to take it all the way. He's going to be fouled by number 12, Newton, and Newton only picks up his first foul, so that's an oddity in the Blue Knight lineup.
Hey, you were right, 84-80. Wheeling Jesuit lost at Concord.
Lost at Concord.
Won at home, 90-79 here on February 7th.
Timmy Goff with a pair.
Coming in on the 5-minute mark.
Yeah, right now that's the only item you're concerned about. Keep that clock rolling.
Ball deflected out of bounds by Goff.
So we head to our final media break. Cardinals by 19.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes. And just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports. There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
$4:49 remaining in this one before the Cardinals can punch their ticket to the Charleston Civic Center.
Might have to put a snowplow in front of the truck to get there.
That's what I hear.
Still a nice defense inside. Fritz leads out the break.
Nice attack of the basket by the Cardinals and give another assist to Justin Fritz. And that is something you don't want to do. Don't stop the clock. Don't put him on the foul line.
Foul is on number 12, Lawson. His first. At the line, number 22, Jackson.
The Lady Cardinals will face off against Fairmont State.
That'll be a tough. They split during the regular season, and
Fairmont beat Urbana on the women's side 110-80. So that game now a final. So Wheeling Jesuit with Lady Cardinals will take on Fairmont State Fighting Falcon.
well, that's a 4 or 5 matchup, so you would expect that's going to be a good one. And Coach McDonald always has a quality program down in Fairmont. So your Urbana going to come with the pressure. Cardinals do a nice job of attacking it, and Timmy Goff just cannot finish the play. Desi Wiseman right there, number 20 now in the game for the Cardinals.
Matt Stewart with a nice rebound inside.
Lawson, 3-ball. Yes.
Lawson now with 19 points on the night.
Yeah, Chase has come off the bench to give the Cardinals a huge boost. Pretty nice when you can look down that bench and have somebody score 19 points. Ball bounced around, and Newton will come out with it.
It's nice when you can look down that bench and say, Matt Stewart, who was a starter until he was hurt. Tim Goff, a starter until he was hurt.
Greg Goddard,
a starter until he was hurt. Yeah. Chase Lawson, oh boy, I tell you, that's a luxury to have here for Coach Sanko.
So timeout on the floor. We'll take a break.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Back at the McDonough Center, Tom Bechtel along with John Riesbeck, and
hate to say academic, but up 20 here. 3 minutes remaining on this clock, and Wheeling Jesuit just looking to finish off this game and punch their ticket to Charleston. Urbana going to extend some pressure. Goddard does a nice job of just maintaining his dribble.
Yeah, right now all you want to do is eat up 30 seconds of the shot clock. Wiseman starts out a little travel.
Yeah. His feet were too quick for his mind.
Yep. Stewart going to pick up the foul, and I think that's his 5th, Reese.
You are correct.
No, the foul's called on Timmy Goff. That's his 4th.
Oh.
At the line, number 33, serving to shoot 2.
So this guy's had a huge evening here. Matt Surin with 29 points.
Yeah, Matt Surin made
Came-
a mark here, didn't he?
Came in averaging 10 points a game. It's a nice little improvement when you can triple your average.
He's giving the coaching staff something to think about next year.
So 2:10 remaining. Really didn't need that.
No, that was way too quick.
Wiseman secures the rebound. Once again, just throw the ball to the closest guy.
Nothing fancy, right? Make the easy one.
Yeah.
2 for 22, Jackson.
Go under 130 here, clock running. There you go, bring it back out.
Bring it out,
Slow
20
it
seconds
down.
on the clock, run it down.
Yeah, there's no need to panic here. It's a 20-point game.
Yeah.
They're not going to foul you.
No.
They can't.
No, they cannot. Stewart inside, and he'll get the easy basket. Cardinals now at 100.
Timeout.
We're going to keep it right here because they're going to roll a timeout just to get a sub in the game. And I think the senior is now going to quickly come in. Bridgman, Dinnerman, and Moo.
Moo.
So we're in the final minute of play. Cardinals have hit the century mark.
Final seconds of play, the 3 seniors, Steve Bridgman, Aaron Dinnerman, and Moo.
So Moo with the basketball. Wiseman's going to try one. Way off the mark. So we're in the final seconds here. Mountain East Conference opening round tournament. Cardinals gonna survive and advance.
That's what it's all about at this time of year. Survive and advance.
That's all tournaments are. Just win this one and worry about the next one. So we're in the final 19 seconds. Moo wide open.
Won't go down for him. Over the top baseball pass. Uh-oh.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Not what you want to see here, an injury.
Jackson
He's all right. He's getting up.
tweaked his ankle, but
Yeah, you don't want to see anybody get hurt here this late in the game.
so 8 seconds is all that remains. And the Cardinals will indeed punch their ticket to the quarterfinals. Moo! Oh, can't make the layup. So that'll wrap it up, folks. Wheeling Jesuit 100, Urbana 84, and now we can breathe a sigh of relief, Reese.
Breathe a sigh of relief, get ourselves ready to go down to Charleston Friday afternoon, 2:30. Wheeling Jesuit takes on Concord, and we'll expect that to be a heck of a game.
Yeah, and of course the 20-win mark for the Cardinals, which is always a milestone in any season, and you certainly hope that the Cardinals can have a good showing at Charleston, and who knows, maybe we'll actually be doing some NCAA tournament games from up at West Liberty next month.
Well, it'd be fun to see Wheeling Jesuit continue to play on, and as you said, got to take care of business now. 3 games to a championship for Wheeling, and the path is laid out in front of them.
Yeah, so the Cardinals will be back in action Friday afternoon at 2:30 when they take on the Mountain Lions of Concord. Reese, final call for the Cardinal Cast home game. It's been a pleasure all season long. We want to thank Don Watson for making this all happen, and of course you with the Cardinal Athletic Club. We can't say enough about what they do for Wheeling Jesuit, and this just wouldn't have been possible without the Cardinal Athletic Club and their involvement.
Yeah, been a great year, been a lot of fun, and looking forward to bigger and better things. And right now, as we've said, just solely focused on Friday afternoon. Want to wish the Lady Cardinals good luck Thursday night, 8:15. As I said, they take on Fairmont, and hoping to see them advance as well. They've had a great run here in the second half of the season, so the Lady Card's hot as well.
So, folks, we're so glad you've joined us for each and every Cardinal home game. On behalf of Don Watson, John Reesbeck, this is Tom Bechtel saying good night and God bless.